Hey guys! So now that I'm entering the second trimester, I am super excited and I wanted to share with you some of the things that I have been loving for my first trimester. So this is my first pregnancy, so I really didn't know what to expect, and I did do a lot of reading and such, and I just wanted to be prepared. So these are the things that I found to be the most helpful through the first trimester. So the first two things I can't really show you. So the first one is I'm in a mom group on Facebook. So just having friends who are moms or friends who have been recently pregnant was really helpful to me. It's really nice to talk to women who, are in the same situation and ask them questions, just because I felt better prepared for things that were happening. And the second thing would be the apps. So I downloaded a ridiculous amount of pregnancy apps. So the ones that I like the most are Ovia Pregnancy, Baby Bump, What to Expect, and I think that's it. Those are the ones I really enjoy the most. And they would also send me emails to let me know what was happening with the baby at that time as far as development. But it would also say if you're experiencing this is something you can do about it. If you're having this, because I discovered there are so many symptoms of pregnancy that I did not anticipate. And I just didn't really know what to do, and I didn't know if something was wrong. I mean, something is wrong with me, but you know what I mean, something related to pregnancy being wrong. Ginger chews. Now, I don't know why I bought so many of them. To be fair, they are good. I'll link them below. I got them on Amazon, so I bought probably 2 pounds worth, and I still pretty much have 1 pound left. But I do enjoy them, so I didn't get really bad morning sickness. I was very nervous about it because I'm not a good stomach ache, throw up, nausea person. That's actually my phobia is throwing up. So it makes me incredibly nervous. So ahead of time, I had tried out some different types of ginger chews and ginger flavored things, knowing that it can help with mild nausea and hoping that would be enough to help. So these really did. They do have a bit of a bite to them. They're a teensy bit spicy, but I really enjoyed them, and I didn't just use them when I was experiencing morning sickness. I would also just use them randomly throughout the day just to give me something in my stomach, so to speak, because I found myself getting nauseous also when my stomach was empty. So it was good for me to eat small, consistent meals. So along those same lines, constantly eating isn't exactly a solution. I mean, it kind of is, but it's not. So I tried to find things that I could eat that wouldn't be insanely fatty or unhealthy. And so I found, raw almonds, unsalted, unroasted, just raw almonds. I really like them. And sometimes if I needed a little bit more sugar with it, I would do pineapple chunks, freeze-dried, not freeze-dried maybe, trail mix type stuff. And anyways, so I carried this in my purse. And this was perfect for in between meals, or if I ran an errand and it ended up taking longer than I thought, and I just kind of my stomach started to bother me. I'm not sure how much of it was nerves and how much of it was actually morning sickness, which by the way is not just in the morning, it's whenever it wants to be. Mine tended to be between 1 and 4 was probably the crappiest time. But the morning was the only time I was actually kind of free of it. But anyways, I loved almonds, and again, sometimes the dried pineapple chunks with a couple of almonds was enough to really hold me over, and not an insane amount of calories because I felt better when my stomach was full. Okay, so also maternity bras. I know, super, super sexy. Anyways, because sleeping. I am a little bigger on top, and I found that they were super sensitive the first trimester. Thankfully, they've really gotten better. I wouldn't say they're back to normal, but they're much better. And I was not comfortable in some of my other bras, and I wasn't comfortable even sleeping without one. So these were great. So again, I got these on Amazon. They were not expensive, so I can link them below if you're interested in those as well. And they were just comfortable. It was a loose-fitting sports bra, so it was just enough support to be helpful as far as sleeping or going out in public. And they came with cups that you could, you know, take out or leave in, you know, your decision, but I found that helpful. And then at the end of my first trimester, I started to show and not be able to wear my pants. I don't think I realized how tight my clothing is. Now, if you see me in real life, you know that my clothing is apparently quite tight. And so quickly, I was unable to button my skinny jeans, whatever they are. So the like belly band type stuff was the perfect solution. So I have it in white and in black. I have a couple that just take up that spot, and I have a couple that you can use with your button on your pants. So these were just great because I wasn't, you know, you're probably not going to be big enough to really be super comfortable in maternity pants quite yet, but your own, if they're as tight fitting as mine apparently, are not going to be comfortable either, and you're not going to be able to button them. Like, I first noticed that I needed these because I would be driving home from work, and when I would sit in the car, I would unbutton my pants like right away. And I was like, this is probably a sign that I need to do something. And I tried a couple of maternity pants, and I just wasn't ready for them. I'm not big enough, you know, quite. I mean, I'm getting there now, but I wasn't then. So anyways, so I will link what I can below. But these were the things that really helped, because I feel like it's so hard in the first trimester too, because you're not showing. So it's like people don't understand, and you might not be telling anyone yet. So it's even harder because you don't feel well and you're grumpy and you're tired, and you can't tell people what your deal is and why you might be kind of sassier, in my case, than usual. So I feel like this stuff really helped to make it better. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful and interesting, and please ask me any questions below. I will try to do another video at the end of the second trimester. Those were my essentials, and yeah, thank you so much, guys.